Network Storm Tracking Center. I'm Larry Eastep. We're watching the situation this afternoon in central Illinois and southern Illinois and also portions of the St. Louis area for some flash flooding possible during the next few hours into the evening as a strong front moves through with some torrential rainfall. 1 to 3 inches of rainfall are possible in many areas, especially south of I-70 in areas that have already been hard hit with heavy rain over the past couple of weeks. We don't need any more of that. As far as a severe threat, the Storm Prediction Center is still calling for a slight risk of severe weather around here, but I think our primary threat is going to be from high winds and large hail and not tornadoes. And the threat seems to be better south of central Illinois, although there's still a chance of some severe thunderstorms throughout the late afternoon hours into the evening. But our big threat's going to be flash flooding, a flash flood watch again in effect for portions of southern Illinois on over into the St. Louis area. Now we're going to turn our attention real quick to what we're looking at on Thursday, because that's a situation that looks a lot more dicey as far as severe weather goes over a lot larger region. The Storm Prediction Center issuing a outlook for Thursday, putting us at a moderate risk for severe weather across almost all of the area, and that would be from basically the St. Louis area to the southwest, as well as a chance of severe weather, slight risk, all the way up to the Chicagoland area. Let's take a look at what we're talking about here on the map. See that area we're talking about pretty much again all the way up to Chicago, back through the Quad Cities, down through the Kansas City area, slight risk of severe weather all the way down into the eastern half of Texas. That moderate risk area you see in red, I would not be surprised at all to see that upgraded to a high risk for Thursday as we go through the next 12 hours or so and more models come in, because every model has shown this increasing in intensity. Smack dab in the middle of the Arklatex region, all the way up through St. Louis, southern Illinois, south of I-70, over through the Paducah, Kentucky area, Fort Campbell, Clarksville, Tennessee, Fort Campbell, Kentucky, down through the Little Rock area, and even portions of northern Louisiana. Here's what the Storm Prediction Center is telling us. Strong severe thunderstorms will be likely ongoing Thursday morning across portions of Oklahoma and Texas into Missouri, Kansas, and Arkansas. As this system begins to develop, additional storms are likely to develop in eastern Oklahoma and the Arklatex vicinity as the boundary layer destabilizes in the early afternoon. With a warm front expected to lift northward from Oklahoma, Arkansas into the Ohio Valley during the day, rapid destabilization is likely to occur during the afternoon and evening hours northward across portions of Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana. And very strong south-southwesterly winds with 100 plus knot readings being measured at 500 millibars and 50 to 70 knots at 850 millibars will favor both supercells and the evolution of quasi-linear bow echoes across a broad portion of the Arklatex Mid-South region northward into Middle Mississippi and the Ohio Valleys. And we're looking at a high environment moist boundary layer with an appreciable risk for tornadoes, some of which could be strong and long-tracked. Also, damaging winds and large hail will be likely. So basically, a little technical there, but just getting this from the Storm Prediction Center. This is the latest outlook that they're issuing. And again, some meteorologists over the past day or two have been looking at this and saying that conditions look very similar to what happened in April 3rd and 4th of 1974. There's been some comparisons to that. We hope we don't have an outbreak that severe, but the threat for some significant tornadoes across a portion of the Mississippi or Ohio Valley, which would include portions of southern and central Illinois, is possible during the late afternoon hours on Thursday. Keep an eye to the weather. We'll bring you another update tomorrow or sooner, of course, if conditions warrant, but definitely keep a heads up for Thursday. Today for flash flooding, severe weather and tornado threat for Thursday afternoon, so keep that in your plans as you leave wherever you're going on Thursday morning. I'm Larry Eastep with the Central Illinois Fire Network. Stay tuned for the latest weather information.